As it happen now, they say that the Nigerian military, the CDS, which is the Chief of Defense Staff, has reacted to the waving of Russian flags in the country. And according to information we have now, they say that they have arrested the sponsors and those people who are doing it in the northern part of the country. Remember that this flag has been waved for some days now across the country. I don't really know what the motive is. And some people say they won't make Russia can't take over the country because the people waiting in charge has failed. But it is the same people that also made sure that Tinubu becomes the president of the country. So I wonder what went wrong. Maybe they are beginning to see the light that Tinubu has no future. Tinubu has no plans to move the country forward. I think that's one of the major reasons. Thousands of protesters rally in Kaduna, wave Russian flags amid end bad governance protest. And later we saw that DSS has arrested a lot of people who using this flag. Chief of Defense Staff saying that protesters flying Russian flags committed treasonable felony and will be treated as such. And I tell you that if these flags were being flown in the southeastern part of the country, I'm sorry, you by now, dead body go down surplus. Dead body, it go down surplus. If to say na east for Igbo land, na in the with ordinary Biafra flag, we be saying our home country own. Na in they take the keep people up and down. Come be when you go with Russian flag for southeast. You know now, they say na treason. Now they commit. So by now, na helicopter gunship and for settle the case. Let me play you the video of the Chief of Defense Staff when he made the statement. The Nigerian Chief of Defense Staff, CDS General Christopher Musa, has stated that protesters seen flying the Russian flags in parts of Kano and Kaduna State committed treason, as they suggested that the military should step into the current protest rocking the country. This was stated by the Chief of Defense Staff after an emergency security session with President Bola Tinubu at the Aso Rock Villa. He stated that the military had accepted democracy and regime change would never be allowed, while stating this in reaction to allegations that some persons were calling for a coup. I told you people and I showed you a video earlier. We wanted to brief Mr. President on the situation on ground, and we know that since the riot has started, all the security agencies, you can see all of us together. Initially, when the riot started, they said it was a peaceful one, but we have realized that there are individuals that are willing to take advantage of it to cause mayhem. And we can see clearly what has happened since it commenced. Criminals have taken over, a lot of looting taking place, stealing and all sorts happening. The defense chief said the sovereignty of Nigeria would never be put up for a debate. And besides, all of us here have seen it where foreign flags have been flown within the sovereignty of Nigeria, and that is totally unacceptable. We are warning in clear terms that, and the president have also said we should convey this, that we will not accept anybody, any individual flying any foreign flag in Nigeria. That is treasonable offense, and it will be viewed and treated as such. So nobody shall allow himself to be used by any individual in causing mayhem in the country. So now, so they take talk, you know, because without they see the flags, no be small thing. Let me play you his message so you listen to him directly. May not be like saying I may talk.
Said we should convey this, that we will not accept anybody, any individual flying any foreign flag in Nigeria. That is treasonable offense, and it will be viewed and treated as such. So nobody should allow himself to be used by any individual. Also, the issue of coups. Nigeria is a sovereign nation. Nigeria is a democratic nation. All security agencies are here to defend democracy and ensure that democracy continues to strive. We will not accept anyone pushing or taking any action, seemingly or for whatever reason, to want to push for any change of government. Democracy is what we stand for. Democracy is what we continue to defend. For those of them flying flags, if you see a lot of them are kids being pushed to do that. We're following up with those ones that are sponsoring them, those that are pushing them, because you know the flags were also made We identified those areas and we're going to take serious action against them. The president is clear on his instructions for us not to accept anyone that wants to disrupt the peace and tranquility of Nigeria. And we are all standing here together to show Nigerians that we're working closely, we're working together in synergy to ensure that there's peace and tranquility in Nigeria. That we have assured Mr. President.
Okay, serious, sir. Just recently, some people...
Okay. So, I believe so, and I don't see him now. That's the Chief of Defense Staff issuing a statement. Meanwhile, this DSS have said that they have arrested the people, the tellers making those flags. Now, they said that Nigerian Secret Police, the Department of State Services, DSS, has confirmed the arrest of some tellers who were making and distributing Russian flags in Kano State, which protesters were using at the ongoing End Bad Governance protests across the country against exacerbating hunger and deprivation. Okay? Now, a statement shared by the Security Service on Monday, which was shared on its Twitter handle, also noted that several of the sponsors of the flags have been apprehended. Although the DSS claimed that the Adaramoye Michael, aka Michael Lenny, was not in its custody, it noted that investigation was ongoing on the matter. The statement partly read, the DSS can confirm that Adaramoye Michael, aka Michael Lenny, is not in its custody. Meanwhile, the service has apprehended some tellers in Kano State responsible for making Russian flags being distributed in the area. Some of their sponsors have also been picked. Investigation is currently ongoing. Meanwhile, Sahara reporters had earlier reported that the Nigerian police force arrested one Ahmed Teller, who was accused of sponsoring and distributing Russian flags to protesters in Kano. The force public relations officer, AACP Olumuyiwa Adejobi, who announced the arrest, said Taylor was apprehended with 7 Russian flags in his possession. Adejobi stated that Taylor is a key suspect in the promotion of the treasonous activities, including the display of Russian flags and call for anarchy in Kano and across Nigeria. Sahara Reporters has reported that the End Bad Governance protests in northern Nigeria, particularly in Kaduna and Kano, Zamfara, and other areas, had taken surprising turn with protesters waving Russian flags. The individuals had expressed discontent with the Nigerian government adoption of IMF policies and the Western-style democracy, leading them to seek support from Russia and advocate for an alternative system. They say that the people who say that they control democracy for Nigeria say they don't know what they do. Say their own, they don't too much. They kukuma follow Russia. May they see whether Russia can help them to come on for this system of Nigeria that has failed woefully, no be small thing. So I believe some of you have been seeing these flags that are being waved up and down. Now let's listen to Deji Adeyanju on this issue of hardship protest.
Command was trying to force protesters into the stadium, and we said we are not here to play a football match. We don't have to go to the turf to play football. We are at the national stadium, and protesters were apprehensive that they wanted to lock them inside the national stadium. And while the CP was insisting on that, we saw security vans. They drove 6 buses, 6 luxurious buses with thugs at the national stadium. That was what necessitated, and the whole media, everybody was there. So this can be verified. That was what necessitated the protesters.
What do you make of the fears of the government? The government had warned that this could escalate.
Yes.
And it could turn violent. And looting could happen. Exactly what they feared happened today.
The lootings that happened were by government thugs. You know, we've been warning over a week ago that government will try to quell the protests like we saw in Abuja today. And that people are too hungry, that if they mobilize thugs, these thugs will not go home. This is not 2020 during NSAS when people were still not this hungry. We warned them over a week ago that they should not mobilize thugs. That if they mobilize thugs, the thugs will go against them. And this is what we saw or we have seen happening. Additionally, it's important to note that, in fact, many of the pictures of looting that the police were referencing turned out to be old pictures that have been on the internet And a first PRO in one of the northern states was seen spreading this fake news. So before the build up to the protest yesterday, the government people were circulating a fake press release by the Take It Back to having called off the protest. So all ideas about propaganda has failed in this protest.
All right, when I don't hear Deji Adeyanju when in the talk say, waiting they plan to fail the protest, say don't fail already. It's not working for them. Let's hear Femi Falana. But before I do that, very quickly, let me play you this one in case you want to send money to Nigeria. Please don't forget to use Tap Send, no Bonge app, confirmed app that you use just in a twinkle of an eye. You have done your transfer successfully without hitches. If you are sending money from UK, they are going to give you £5 on top of your money. If you are sending from Europe, be it Italy, Germany, France, Luxembourg, Holland, just name them, they are going to give you €5 on top of your money. What about those in America and Canada? They are giving you $10 on top of your money and 25 AED for those in Dubai. So don't waste it. Please participate and use my promo code, which is Critics News. Write it in capital letters and you'll get all this money on top of your money. All right, thank you very much. Let's continue. Now, let's listen to Femi Falana on this issue.
You must show, you must demonstrate that the order was served on the person. But if the person says, I'm not aware of your order, it's going to be difficult. But what is important, because I did investigate, why did anybody go to Eagle Square, even when the court has restricted you to the National Stadium, Abiola Stadium? Unfortunately, my finding it's not very good. I mean, it's not doesn't speak well of the authorities, because there was going to be a major violent clash in the stadium, whereby a counter-protest was also organized. A group that had description, had vest, wore vest, known to protest, came in about 6 lorry loads. And so these other guys who had been restricted to the stadium simply withdrew and attempted to use the Eagle Square. And from my report again, there will have been a clash between apart from throwing of tear gas, there will have been a serious clash. But I understand some senior military officers who were around, appealed to the police, to ensure that peace was maintained.
All right, this is how Nigeria government is trying to quell the protest by using tear gas and shooting at people. I think earlier videos, not today, shows that I think this one a very dark man when they run after they have thrown tear gas.
We need to wind down. That thing don't enter. Oh fuck! I can't see again. Oh fuck, I can't see again. I can't see again.
Fuck.
I can't see again. Fuck. I swear I can't see again. This is a very, very shameful act by the Nigerian police. Led by Kawade Egbetoku. I can't see again. Yeah, the Nigerian police force will regret this. Tinubu himself will regret this. And I've just been shot, cancer by a police officer. You can see my eyes. We are not going to retreat. Now that we will surrender. The Jadian Jews here. Red Darkman is here. We are only saying we are hungry. But the police officers are feeding us tear gas. Nigerian people, this is the time to double this agitation. This is the time to be more angry. Yes, this is the time to be more angry. This is the time to show us solidarity. Come. Come and join us. We need more Nigerian people to come and join us. Wike is trying to oppress us. Wike is trying to oppress us. Please, help us share this live video. Make sure this live video goes viral, please. Tag Tunde Note and other influencers. The police are trying to oppress us. The government are trying to oppress the young people of this country. Please, screen records. The DSS are after me. They're trying to arrest me. We have only called for a peaceful protest, and everyone is gassed up. Very dark man. Yeah. This is very dark man. He's been injured. See how he's dripping water.
Oh boy.
We only said we're angry.
Now, wow.
We only said we're angry.
We did not fight, nothing.
We're not even doing anything.
You understand? And then, boom.
We are going to. We are not going to retreat. We are going to regather. We are going to regroup in number. You can see. You can see Nigerians. Umbo.
Michael. Yes, I don't see you.
We can't see again.
Michael.
Yes.
Michael. Bring it. End the live, let's End the live. Just make it stop there like that. That was so good. You don't end up.
We are going to come here very soon. We will regroup.
I'm driving now.
All right, Mona don't see all this no protest group still there where they support Tinubu. Now what they?
Because of the high cost of living and all of that. What is your opinion about it?
The opinion about the economy is not bad. For now, it's well, like for crude oil now. Crude oil, you can see when crude oil is going very high. Crude oil is going very high. Production is very high. So why we said protest?
Production is 1.3 million today, and that is one of the lowest that we have achieved. What exactly is the government doing to increase oil production in Nigeria? Yes, do you know? Okay. These young people.
No, this thing is not fair. This one is not fair at all. Everything is go high. One cup of Garizia is 200 naira.
What time these people are? Like what time is they
I know they don't listen. You see the camera.
No, don't worry. It's the reporter that will do this.
Oh yeah, now to do that. Then when you come and discuss with one of them.
But you don't anything alive. People don't call them.
My own day life.
No, you all know their life. You all know their life.
Just now you take me.
Now me take you before.
Not the life.
You know their life. Which happens?
But every day not my own life. Not just my own.
You don't know already their life.
Now they see people where they pay, make them for the scatter protest. You know even if you defend no protest when you carry come out. All they do is just carry that placard, just go there. Don't talk. Remain mute. Anyways, I beg you to help me share this video. And they come back with more updates. Don't go nowhere.